Welcome everyone to the 5th British Information Modelling event brought to you by our friends at 3D Repo. Thank you very much for coming. We've got a great lineup of speakers today, so I'm sure you're going to get a lot out of it. I'm Ollie Hughes. I'm the director and co-founder of Digital Construction Week. For anyone not familiar with Digital Construction Week, might be worth, I guess, giving a bit of an introduction to myself and maybe setting a bit of context for some of the sessions we're going to see. For those who don't know, essentially we're a 2-day event in October. There's a conference, there's seminars, there's loads of stuff. There is a load of great bits and pieces, loads of free content, seminars, speakers, interactive exhibits, all sorts of bits and pieces. Rather than kind of going on about what the event is, check it out. Please come in October. I thought I'd give a bit of detail around kind of why we set it up. The whole event is essentially myself and a business partner, Luke. We launched it back in 2015, really because we were excited about the industry and the kind of direction of travel. For me, whilst every industry is going through this kind of period of digital transformation, there's the automotive industry, there's aerospace you've all heard about. For me, I guess the built environment has the biggest potential for change. So when you talk around a lot of the big kind of topics around things like connected cities, things like artificial intelligence, robotics, all these kind of pretty far out there ideas, a lot of it isn't really possible without the infrastructure, the built environment, the kind of construction that goes on in and around it. And I suppose the opportunity that's come out from things like BIM and the mandate has kind of surfaced a lot of different ideas around everything up to artificial intelligence, robotics and all the rest of it. And whilst it's probably quite a way away, let's be honest, before we're all kind of overrun by robots on construction sites or whatever else, getting the kind of digital bit right and that transformation right in the first instance, which is kind of where we are now, for me represents a huge, huge opportunity to make all of those ideas come to life, basically. So say we're big fans. We launched in 2015 at a time where certainly everyone knew about BIM. Some people were probably doing it. Some people were probably saying they were doing it. There's probably a few people quite adamant that they weren't doing it and were quite happy about that fact. But certainly everyone knew that it was something they need to be looking at. And more than anything else, people were starting to understand the power of data and information and how that can help us run a smarter, more connected, more efficient built environment. When we launched, there was a lot of kind of technologies that were surfacing around this kind of BIM debate. I've mentioned a few, but certainly, one of the big ones was virtual reality, augmented reality. We had people talking around big data, about cloud technologies. And there was a lot in there that were quite meaty, in-depth technological discussions that probably you'd associate with other industries rather than ours. So we wanted to build an event that kind of allowed people to look and explore those ideas, figure out how they work for the built environment. I'll run through. Our speakers here today will kind of talk in and around some of the details of some of these ideas. We'll lead through and introduce some of the speakers to talk around some of these themes. One thing I would say as well, we're launching officially, I guess, this year, our Digital Construction Awards. We tried to do them a few years ago, but it's probably a bit early. I'm pretty confident there's some real experts in the room, certainly some of our speakers and beyond. We'll be launching the website next week. We'd love you to enter. Go online, have a look and tell us all about the work you're doing. And we will champion it and push it forwards in October.